All right, one of the first things we did was tighten the handlebars. They were loose, so we got those tightened. That's nice. The throttle just didn't feel right. We couldn't see exactly where and why, so we took the throttle assembly off and started and pulled the cable, and that just doesn't feel right. And so we got underneath and found that this slide is fine. It's all the way down, and it snaps down. But the one on the other side, let's see if I can get the camera in there. This ought to be interesting. Can you see in there? I'm gonna try it. No, that'll never work. Anyway, this slide is stuck way up at the top. And that's highly unusual because these are premieres. These are new premieres. It should not have a stuck slide. So we're gonna pull the tank just to get it out of the way and start looking at linkages and go into the carbs as necessary, because that's not right for a brand new Premier. It shouldn't be like that. Okay, we actually honestly thought that it was going to be a problem with the throttle cable and the splitter, and it's not. This guy was. It was. Is it still?
Yeah, it's.
Look at it.
Something's wrong. Bad wrong.
Big bad wrong.
Yeah.
That slide is just not coming out.
Oh man.
And that's a new Premier. I've never seen a Premier slide. I've never seen a Premier go bad in any way. That's just.
Jesus Christ.
What do you see?
Nothing.
I see nothing. I mean, it's just clean as can be. Let's look down in here. I see. No, I feel nothing. I'll bet you $1. We'll slide it back in there. And
It'll be fine. Yeah, it's gotten cocked somehow.
There is nothing in there. It feels perfectly good. Slide that sucker in there and see what happens.
And that explains why the plug on this side was so. This is probably jamming up, and the guy was riding it.
Okay. Let's see. I'll walk around here. Is it still sticky, or you're just up against the?
I can't tell for sure. I'm thinking maybe the needle.
Yeah, watch the needle.
Yeah. No, I swear it's the. No, it's not the needle.
Needles in the jet?
No, but it just right there.
You've seen it here on tape.
Yeah.
Kevin took his glove off.
I know.
Live online. It's still binding?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Maybe we should just go ahead and pull that carb off.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Something's squirrely, and
Something
I don't
ain't
want to
right.
force anything.
All right, we're going to pull that carb off. This guy over here, I'm going to just do this. Okay. He is wonderful. The other guy?
Not
so much. So we'll pull that other carb off. Okay, so we've got this left-hand carburetor off, and it's a new Premier. I think I put it on here about 2 years ago or so. Hang on to that for me, Kevin. And look at this. I've never seen a Premier do this. That's sticking right there. I mean, seriously, when you hold a Premier in your hand and do this, it should flop around all the way, and it's not. So we've got binding right there, and that's wrong. Now, what I'm going to do now is take this O-ring out, okay? I'm going to get a straight edge and put it across here. And let's see if it's warped. Okay, truthfully, I cannot see it. I thought it might be warped, because usually over tightening these flanges will warp the body. And okay, frankly, I don't see it. All right, so that was a question. But when I take this up in the air, you don't see anything on here. I don't see any signs of wear on the slide, but I do see signs of wear on the bore. Can you see it there? Look at that. On not too much on this side. But yeah, right down in here. Can you get down there? Let me get a flashlight. Maybe draw some light down in there. Okay, right at the bottom there's a bright spot where that's wear. Not sure about that vertical stripe, but over here, look at that. That there is binding. It's binding right there. That's interesting. Okay. I'm going to check this for roundness. I'm going to get the micrometer out and check this for roundness and see if it has been, if it's still round. Okay, that's where we are. Well, the effort on that left-hand carburetor from the BSA went on for, a couple more hours and was unsuccessful. I tried pressing the carb sides that were ovaled to make it round again. That didn't work. I tried a half a dozen ways to make that carb completely round again. I even used some wet or dry sandpaper inside to smooth out, clean up the areas that were abraded unsuccessfully. If it were my own carburetor on my own bike with my own unlimited time, I could probably make that carburetor work good enough to be good enough. But it's not my bike and my time isn't unlimited. It's a client bike. So I ordered a new carburetor and I'm going to put the bike aside until the carburetor comes in. And when the carb comes in, I'll put a new carb on the left side and decide if it's a warranty replacement, because I think I put those two Premiers on this bike. I'm going to go back through my records and find out. If I did, then I absorb it and he gets a new carb. So that's just the way it is when you're in business. You really can't spend 4, 5, 6, 8 hours on a problem when literally parts are less expensive than labor. So that's where we are. The BSA goes back in the corner. The carb is on order. When I get it in, we'll pick up the job. That's the way it goes.